Well, here we are at the Casey Fields Criterium. This is Slips, going to give you a bit of a run around of the track, just to show you the layout, the location and the facilities that potentially could be used as a 10k track. Bit of a clubhouse facility that we could potentially get access to. Looks like they have some areas where you can record results, and there's coffee facilities inside, toilets. Just a quick view of the track. It's pretty flat by the look of it. Plenty of viewing. You can pretty much see the entire track from this location. So I'll take us for a run around. We've essentially got a start line out here by the look of it. Nice wide road, good surface. A one-way sign, just in case we need to know which way to go. Okay, so we'll just take you on a bit of a run around the track, just get the watch started. Here we go. Coming down to the first curve here, nice big sort of wide curve. It's about 100 metres. Slight downhill it was there, and we come up around the back here, big curve. Need to get one of those steady cams that they use on the AFL. Start to go up a bit of uphill here. Come up to we're coming up here to a bit of a divide in the road, which might actually allow us to throw in a bit of a short lap if we need to make it up to 10k. In fact, you can see here there's a couple of little loops. They're not hairpin turns, so they're nice sort of gentle bends. So we're at 420 metres to this point, so I might continue on down this way, and I'll sort of show you. So that sort of loop goes back around to the start line, back around over there. This one sort of is a sort of right over the backs where the outside loop comes through, and then there's this other internal sort of loop that comes back down around to here. We'll head on down this way and see where this one sort of goes. Right, we're down to that curve now, so this is about 630 metres into this track. So that's where I just came from up there. And then this sort of heads around, big sweeping curve, and the other side of the track's just over to the left here, so it's all nice and close. It's a pretty tight circuit, but so you'll be able to get a good view of all the runners at any point of the race. So this goes around the curve, so as you can see up here, there's some sweeping curves in the distance. Alright, I'll head down. It's about 890 metres into the lap. Some more internal sort of loop arounds that we may need to sort of factor in if we want to get exactly the 10k. It's where we've just come from back up there. Perfectly flat through there. Back heading up this way, slightest little uphill, but nothing major. So I'll keep going. Just gone through a kilometre now. We're sort of heading up to the furthest point of the track, and it's sort of a big sweeping right-hand turn, and then straight into a big sweeping left-hand curve. Sort of goes around over there and then back down beside us, all the way back around, back to where we just came from over there. So we head around here. As you can see over in the distance is the clubhouse where we started before. So we're, you know, the furthest point of the track. We've still got pretty good visibility from pretty much all all parts on the course. So I'll just continue on around this big curve here. Nice wide bitumen, it's probably about 7 or 8 metres wide, 2 lanes. Not that that's going to be an issue, but there's going to be plenty of room for passing, and great surface, a lot smoother than Sandown. So we come around the big left-hand sweeping curve here. Still perfectly flat. Some cows in the distance here. And then sort of back down straight. Currently about 1.27 kilometres into the lap. Okay, we're now at 1.43 kilometres. Big long back straight. Nice and straight, perfectly flat. Okay, we're now at 1.56 kilometres. This is where those 2 little cut-throughs were. The second lot I showed you, just in case we need to factor them in. It's 1.58 at this point. Still on that back straight. Right, we're now at the end of that long straight, 1.83 kilometres. So that's where we just came from down there. That's the inside track we ran around earlier. So it comes around a curve, then up, slight uphill up here, sort of heading up into the distance. Okay, we're just at a 2.07 kilometre point. This is where those 2 sort of first cut-throughs joining the 2 parts of the track up are, just in case we need to do a shortened first lap or a short second lap, or last lap probably. So that's at 2.08, just at the end of that sort of top end of it's probably the highest point of the course here. This is sort of start line over there. Sort of looking back, that's probably the where the cows were over there before. That's the furthest out point of the track over in the distance. So you can see all parts of the course here. And that's probably where I've just come from in the back there. This is heading back to the finish line now. Nice down, sort of slight downhill finish. Here we are back at the start-finish line. 2.25 kilometres. That's where we just came from, back up there. So what I'll do now is I'll just go and work out what this smaller internal loop is in terms of distance. Okay, just done that shorter internal loop, and 640 metres on the Garmin. Now I might actually just run the second sort of internal loop, which will take us back around to that second lot of turnarounds over there, just to see what that loop might turn out to be. Okay, Here we are at the end of the second sort of internal lap. That's the bigger one, sitting on 1.6 kilometres for that loop. So a few things to note about this location. Pretty flat, bit of a downhill start, not much though. Nice big looping course. You can see all parts of the course from just about everywhere on the course. It's out in the open, so there's not much protection from wind. As you can see, not much tree line. Today is perfect, 22 degrees in midday and just the slightest breeze. So yeah, there's probably lots of turns on the course, so you're not always going to have a headwind even if it's a windy day, but it could get ugly if it's strong in certain directions. Plenty of parking. There's a nice big gravel sort of car park area over here. So plenty of spots to park. This isn't the only parking area either. There's other spots around to park if this fills up. As I said, that's more road down there heading back to where I just came from. There's probably about 100 metres of road there back to the start of the Criterium, so it's sort of a dead end, not much traffic's going to be coming through here. More road down there, left driveways to the car park, bit more road up here, so we're at the end of the right at the end of the Casey Fields complex at the moment, so we're about 2k into the complex on the access roads. There's more parking up in the distance there, but not much traffic coming up this end because we're right, as I said, we're right into the sort of the heart of the Casey Fields at the end of the access roads. There's a parking area here, heaps of parking. Probably fit 100 plus cars in here. Okay, we're just heading along the back out of the car park now along the access road. So if we do need to do any extra sort of road closures along here, it would be possible. Looks like they've actually got some barriers set up here to allow roads to be closed, but okay, that road there is the road that goes back to an entrance. If we head around to the left here, there's a sort of probably a less used road that goes around to the new athletics complex, which is around here. So yeah, this probably is a potential section of nice flat wide bitumen can sort of use as a continuation of the Criterium track if we wanted to start finish on the athletics track, which is up here. So about 400 metres so far from the car park. Track there, so we could potentially start on the track, run up to the Criterium, do a few laps, run back and do a final 400 metre lap to finish off the Casey track. We're all locked up so no one can get in.